Let's do a quick whiz through the palette before I start. They're all Cotman watercolour tubes I've squeezed out and allowed to dry there. There's raw sienna, burnt umber, light red, ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, and alizarin crimson. I'm using the large 8 brush. And I'm painting something I've never painted before. This is going to be a special request to a kind lady on YouTube. This is Mount Clifton in the Kimberleys over in Western Australia. So I'm going to start as usual just by wetting the paper all over. Give it a good soak. It needs to be wet enough so it takes at least a couple of minutes before it starts to dry. I'm just going into raw sienna, no particular order, just bash it on, clean the brush, then ultramarine, and again just very simple sky, that'll do. Very simple but quite effective. Now, I think I wet this one a bit too much, the paint's running all down the page. So I just want to dry it very slightly before it gets out of control. Now, I've noticed a lot of these Australian landscapes, there's always that sort of lovely red colour to the mountains and the deserts, and so I'm going to use light red with some raw sienna and just a touch of ultramarine. I'm going to start to put this first of this mountains, more ultramarine, try and get some contrast in there. This is some of the distant mountains popping up over the horizon. More ultramarine, just to try and vary it a bit. And down like that. I don't want to come down too far because these are quite far away. I'm just constantly dipping into my palette, just varying in the colour, trying to keep it interesting. So that's the most distance of the mountains. I'm just leaving a place there for the hill. Try and get that in a bit more distinctly. Now in front of those, there's a hair come off the brush there, but don't worry about it, I'll just leave it there for a bit. Now there's a more sort of raw sienna, just a touch of lemon yellow. Some of this near the ground. There's a lot of green little trees growing. I'll just get the ground in first. It sort of comes up like so. I'm just going to leave space because there's got a road that's going to run through here. I'll just clean the brush, it's all the colours all starting to look the same. So, touch of burnt umber.